Whoops. Oh, I think I've hit a bug. Can I escape out? Do we need to do anything? No, I think I am... I think I'm stuck, but I can... Actually, I wonder what happens if I just let it run to the end of the level, if it will just go to the next one. No, I guess not. I assume I'm supposed to drive into that if I'm alive, but... That's right, let's start that again. So I'm playing Rex into the Shadow Realm, which is Hoyster Games' follow-up to Rex and the Black Plague. It is still very early demo, so some issues like that to be expected. I believe this might be the first time this has been shown publicly, so thanks so much to Hoyster Games for sharing it. And yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. You know, the original game was already, you know, already a really cool use of the engine. This feels like another step up, another level of polish. I really like the aesthetics. Character sort of reminds me a little bit of Ender's Game. Yeah, okay, so reduce. Oh, reduce. No, let's go for that. Go for that scythe again. That's good. I didn't realize you could shoot the roadblocks. So this level, as you can see, sort of has this mechanic where there's like a background that you can fall into. It reminds me just a little bit of Bounder on the Commodore 64, which is a game I've always wanted to see, like a yeah, Scorpion Engine remake of. But yeah, so the first game had some really creative use of parallax. I think this one's going to step further with having that river in the far background. Oops. That was my fault. I jumped straight into that enemy. I've got to be really careful not to fall in the gap, because I think that was what caused the last... Oops. No, okay. So bug there, if you fall into the gap, it unfortunately soft locks. But that's alright. We do have access to the third level. But yeah, I'm really impressed with how this one looks and plays. You know, some teething issues aside. I hope my sound is coming across all right. I haven't seen anyone in the chat yet. Hello, Amiga Kami. Welcome. Yeah, what have I got? I've got 10,000 credits this time. I can get the Lancer, or I can get another unit. The Pulsar as a secondary. And get the... I get those two, the Mine and the Trident. Okay, oh, oh, oh wow. Love the palette on this one. I'm just, the vibes sort of, well, the visuals remind me of, you know, like, Xenon 2, but the palette is sort of more, how would you describe it? Sort of like Vaporwave? And, like, the river, it sort of looks like, vertical scan lines. It's quite a cool effect. It did mention something about destroying a generator. I want to see if I've got the choice to destroy it or not destroy it. I'm assuming that I isn't the generator. Oh. Oh, crap, I wasn't supposed to Yeah, I didn't actually want to destroy it. I was just shooting everything I could see, so... That's alright, okay, well... Well, that's one ending. I wonder if I can get through the other ending without instinctually destroying the generator. Mega Kemi says flying through Spiker's guts. Sorry, it reminds me of a toy I recently bought with all the purple and spikes. I'm trying to think. I don't think I recognize the name Spikor. But whatever it is, it sounds really cool. Which I'm going to get the scythe because it's a little bit easier to aim. I might get the shield as well. I don't know secondary weapons are really... Oh, actually, I don't think I can afford that. It's going to tell me no. Let's just try it anyway. Efficient battle credit, okay. Yeah, okay, so my math is broken today. Okay, that one's not in this version of the game. I'll get the boost. Hello, hello Monos. Welcome. Oh, that's cool. So, Amiga Kami just pointed out Spycore is from Masters of the Universe. It's unfortunately a franchise I never got hugely into. I didn't watch the show much as... I mean, the show was on when I was a kid. I didn't watch that much of it. I did quite like the live-action movie with Dolph Lundgren and Frank Langella, I think. Oh, and yeah, Courtney Cox before Friends. You know, I know it's a canon film and it's a bit jank, but I thought it was a lot of fun. Oops. Oh, I am doing pretty badly with this different setup with the boost. I've only got one unit left. I don't know if I've got enough battle credit to be able to finish it. Look, okay, let's try to redeploy it. So they give me one more life, I think, instead of like a full continue. It's cool that you've So Mega Kim is saying that she's got into the Netflix She-Ra and then New Revelations cartoon, then went back and watched the originals. I still haven't finished it. I did start getting back into Gargoyles, which I watched a little bit as a kid, and then yeah, decided, well, since it was all on Disney Plus, I will go and watch the whole show. And it is such a great show. It's almost like a cartoon version of Highlander, but I think a lot better than the actual Highlander cartoon. Yeah, I'm doing pretty badly without that trident. I think I really need that trident weapon to be able to get through this one. Well, if I die this time, I might leave it there. Oh, I don't seem to be hurting the, I don't seem to be doing any damage to the eye this time, because that system normally goes down when I do damage to something. Maybe I just don't have a powerful enough weapon or something, or it's, you know, just a bug, because, you know, early demo. Hello Mixel, welcome. We are playing the sequel to Rex and the Galactic Plague, Rex 2. I am going to try that second level again, because I thought the second level was the most visually interesting. Then I'll see if I can get to the end of it without soft locking it. And then I've got to go on to the other project I have to show today. Wait, did I choose mission 3 again? Or maybe not, I don't know. Okay, so I should be able to get that. That's all I need. Oh, actually, no, I'll get the... Okay, can I don't think I can unselect. Okay, alright, so let's try that. Yeah. Well, Bixel, I think you'll like what is done with this level. It almost feels a little bit like Bounder on C64. In fact, almost like a cross between Bounder and Swiv. Because you can jump. And we've got this distant background. And you see we've got a flowing river at the bottom there. And we can jump over the background. Okay, gotta be careful around here. I think it soft locks if I fall into the background. So I wait for the last moment to jump. Okay, I'll try to land here. Oh, get up. No. Okay, well that time it came back. It doesn't always come back if I fall down there. Okay. Charge. Okay, I might be able to get to the end this time. But yeah, just love that that far background with the river running underneath. Hello, Delitus 2097. Oh, and thank you for the raid. That is much appreciated. So we are playing Rex 2, which is sequel to Rex and the Galactic Plague, and I've made it to the end of this level. Or have I? Oh no, it's like a boss fight, or a I guess a little bit like you know, the end of level sequences on Commando, where you've got to get through you know, like a wave of enemy troops. At least I assume that's what I gotta do, is just stay alive. So this is a very early demo, and there are a few issues we'll run into, but otherwise it seems pretty solid, and this level in particular was really cool with this jumping mechanic. Whoops. Hit by a meteor. So I need to jump to be able to hit the helicopters, and you know, then I need to fall down to be able to hit the soldiers on the ground. Oh, okay, all right. With active actor limit, so it seems like there was just too much going on at once. But yeah, so there are a few things that need to be ironed out, but generally, very cool game, very promising. And so that was one of the projects I wanted to show today. The other was QuadTrack, which I'm not really a musician, so I'm probably going to mess this up. I haven't spent too much time playing with this, but QuadTrack is the first audio production tool made with Scorpion Engine. And yeah, it's basically a it's a drum machine. So let's choose a sample set. Oh, I see. So each of those letters is a different sample set. Let's go for arcade. And let's... Try a different... Can we change sample set? Oh yes, that's good. Actually, let's clear each of the tracks. I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna go back to arcade. I just want to sort of hear these in isolation. Now that's cool, having random loop. Let's have a listen to the snare. And I don't know what Okay, that's cool. The and then synth. Let's have a listen to the synth. That's cool. Now I wonder what this glitchtron is, if I can enable that. and cyclotron. Oh, this must be if we want to turn on the 4 individual channel. No, I don't know. Well, let's make a random track again. Sampletron. Okay, so that controls, Sampletron controls the channels. When the channels are on or off. Wait, no, so this is Sampletron here. Let's just mute on or... Oh, actually, is that volume? I can use left and right mouse to put it up. Let's turn off mute. What can we do with Sampletron? Actually, let's turn off everything except Perk. Oh, are these... I was wondering if these change the flow of the, There's so much here to play with, and not being a musician, I don't have a good understanding of it. But it's really cool what Pink Parrot made. Actually, yeah, let's try all of the sample sets. So I'm gonna set it all to random on every track, so we should be able to hear a little bit of it. So that's Club Next. Dink. MSX. I assume these are like sounds sampled from the MSX computer. Oh, yeah, I like that one. Let's set random mellotron. Judgelist? Junglist? That's the one I was on before. Oh, we can change the BPM here. That's cool. Slow it right down. So much you can play with here, and I have to admit I don't have a very clear idea how it works. Like, I mean, I know under the hood it doesn't use Pro Tracker. It is just using samples played back at different different frequencies. I quite like this one. This is quite a mellow beat. Mixerslab says it's bananas watching him, Pink Parrot, demo it. I can imagine, because I have no idea what I'm doing, and you know, I'm quite enjoying it. But I'm imagining someone who really knows this inside and out can do amazing things with it. There's like just about everything on, like, almost like every pixel you can click on and it will do something different. Could you imagine if there was a system like this in a Scorpion game where it would, like, as background audio, it would do some dynamically generated soundtrack based on what was happening on screen. And we can left and right click everything. So if I left click here, it will move it to the left. If I right click it, it will move it to the right. Xlev says it's hypnotic just to look at. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's not just the audio that's striking. It's the visuals that are striking in this. It is very mesmerizing. It's making me feel a little bit like a DJ, even though I have no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm kind of amazed how you can just sort of tweak a random thing and it comes out as a completely different song, but still at least somewhat coherent, even with my random not knowing what I'm doing, just pushing random buttons and seeing what happens. We can change the pitch here as well. Pixels Lab says this is probably what Scorpion feels like to new users. Yeah, that is completely fair. Oh, I think I probably should leave that there for now, otherwise I'll just be tweaking knobs all day. Alright, well, it has been maybe a month since my last Scorpion TV. I almost skipped today as well, except I had these demos to show. Um, I've sort of been in with Scorpion Engine itself. I've sort of pushed quite hard with some new features, but I've also ran into a bunch of new bugs that are sort of slowing down the development of of those new features. But one of the cool new things that I don't think of that I think only came after the last time I streamed was the windowing system, which is currently only for Amiga. I've started working on it for Mega Drive, and I will get it running on Neo Geo as well. But I was thinking of let's do something a bit crazy with it, or try to do something a bit crazy. I don't know how it's going to go, especially since it's a very experimental demo. I'm going to call this calculator. Go for no, I'm going to go for AGA, and let's get Pink Parrot Pro. Hey, good night, Monas. Thanks for coming by. Oh, where did my mouse cursor? Yeah, I think this is the one I was looking at. Oh, it's actually a blender. What's that? You know, I think I will work with that. I'll just I'm just going to grab that PNG, and then I'm going to use that as the base for what I'm working on. Did I not? What I told Pink Parrot Pro to open? Maybe I accidentally closed it. Ah, MX's said Pink Parrot Pro splash thingy changed. Yes, that's a very good spotting. So what happened there is that a Scorpion Engine user said, I don't have any way of backing the Patreon, but I do want to support Scorpion Engine. So would you like a Humble Bundle key that has some of the Corel suite, including the latest Paint Pro and a few other things, and said yes to that. So yeah, I didn't have the latest Paint Pro. Now I do. Actually, let's go for. Now what I will do. Actually, I'll do a magic wand. Invert that. paste that as new. Whoops. Oh, actually, I will. Let's bring that in a bit. So let's take out 2 pixels on each side. 1 pixel on each side rather. I might do that again. So let's 148 3. And then I want to resize. I'll go for a multiple of 16 just because it's I guess what's so 14 and 16. Wait, what did I do that one? 9. Okay, so let's resize this so it's basically tile size 144. We don't want to lock aspect ratio necessarily. Oh, and I'll make that. Wait, is it one? No, well, 192, I think. Yeah, 192, and then that is a multiple of 16 on both sides. I'll get rid of the yeah, let's get rid of that. The other thing I was going to do, I didn't want to worry about like fractional numbers. I'm not going to worry about fractional numbers. Let's just pretend this is a non-fractional programmer's calculator. So it's just whole numbers. I think that's all we need. And I'm going to reduce the color depth to it's just 16 colors so that we've got actually 1 second, decrease. Just see if I don't want can't remember how I see the actual palette. There we go. That's the actual palette. Gonna try. Is it meeting? Oh no. The problem is I don't have black anywhere. I don't have true black anywhere on the Sorry, what I'm doing is I want a palette that includes black. So if I go decrease that to that one. Yeah, okay, so that's giving me black on the palette. So I can put that back is it 144 or 192? Then if I go to well, I want that as my palette to begin with. Then I'm going to save this as I need to turn that off. The auto preserve. It's going to be a pain. I'll worry about that off stream, but yeah. So by default, it preserves all changes you make to images, but I don't need that. I prefer just to completely overwrite it. So I'll do this calculator. I am going to need a tile set, but there's not going to be any tiles in it. Oh, this has definitely changed since the last version. Raster. And let's just make it a white background. I'm also going to want a cursor. I was going to do the cursor as a sprite. Yeah, just I'll set. So we're not real. Yeah, so the map system needs a tile set, but I don't really need to put anything on the tile set. I mean, I suppose I could. I could put some tech. I could put like a fake OS background on it. I can come back to that. I'm gonna resize that to being just. Yeah, yeah. Let's make this. Let's make this full screen. So this is gonna be 320. 320 wide. I'm gonna turn off smooth scrolling because I don't want this to be scrollable. Oh, I thought I had black on the palette. I wonder. Go back to here. So I have got black as that first color. Oh, I know what the problem is. I need to turn off. I need to go non-optimized palette. So if I have optimized palette, it's going to change the order from what I want. So, and it's still what? Oh, got it. Yeah, the palette I've got to overwrite. There we go. But we've got 17 colors there. It doesn't matter too much. Is that? Yeah. Oh. No, never mind on that. That was yeah, I just sort of messed up the color conversion. I do need to make sure that that calculator, I'll make that not index so that it maps to whatever I've got as a project palette. So we need our we will go window panel, and I'm going to call this calculator, and yeah, obviously we want that one. That's okay. Let's load our level, and let's see if we can. We go display, window open. We just want to open our calculator. Is that everything we need? I'm going to put that to 4-bit plain mode. Let's just see if that runs or not. There's no guarantee that this demo is going to work out fully, but I'll see. Because as I said, this is a brand new feature. It hasn't really been you know, hasn't really been tried that much, but that gives me my calculator window. I need a cursor, and the reason I want it as a sprite is because hardware sprites are not going to hardware sprites are not going to um, draw over top of the panel. It's not going to interfere with the panel graphics. I'm just going to grab that, and that is CC0 public domain. So, oops. Ah. Hang on. Just on desktop. There we go. Okay, I need to set PaintShop Pro to be the default because I uninstalled the old one, installed the new one. I still need to set the the default file permissions. So let's grab this. Let's grab a magic purple as the background. Okay, and that's 15 by 15, so that's about perfect. Oh. Well, I'll save this cursor to begin with. Then I need to extract the palette from this. So, let's go. So I just want to import those colors. So let's go import palette temp, and we want to import from 0, that's fine, to 16 because it's going to be a sprite. And I'm going to rearrange that so that's our transparent color. Actually, why have we got anti-alias? Let's get rid of that. I should just do this as a... Oh. So it's running quite slow for some reason. I don't know if there's something going on in my going on in the background that's slowing everything down. Actually, hang on. Let me just check the PNG optimizer. That needs to be set for... Yeah, we want the full alpha channel. I'm going to go to add that animation. Yeah, definitely going to want to turn off auto preserve. Oh, why is there 2 of them with the same name? What happened there? Oh, it's... Yeah, okay, it's the auto preserve. I'm really going to need to get rid of that because it is just creating a folder with the original in it. Also don't need that one anymore. So let's add our cursor. Might as well align it there, and then... oh, I need to set controllers to 2 because we're, using the mouse port. Let's create an actor. And we want to set this to control mouse. Control mode. Mouse X2. Wait, no, mouse X1. That should be set to controller 2, I think, because the mouse and the mouse port. There's a mouse. Yep. And we do want this to be only sprite, and that's more than 3 colors. So let's just check we can. Oh, well, I didn't spawn the mouse. Yeah, let's spawn it on the level rather than let's spawn it in the level as opposed to putting it on the map. Mixers Lab says, has anyone done Mario Galaxy style multiplayer in Scorpion? Is that where you've got the what do you call it? You've got like someone shooting at the screen. Funnily enough, I don't believe so, but I did in fact add that kind of multiplayer to the Kiwi's Tale, the Amiga port of the Kiwi's Tale. So you would have one player controlling the Kiwi, and I think the second player could control a cursor that could shoot at enemies. But anyway, so we've got oh okay, now we've got a problem here, which is I thought our map is a bit too tall because I don't want any scrolling at all. Yeah, that should be 20 by 14, I think. Oh, actually, no. I'll just set the Y resolution. So all I need to do is go display, configure screen, and then Y resolution 256. But yeah, that kind of game where you've got one person playing with joystick, another person playing with mouse, should be perfectly doable. A game like Walker should be doable as well, where you've got, you control the vehicle using the joystick, and then like where it's shooting at during the mouse. Okay, so that gives us our sorry, that gives us our mouse, but we want to actually be able to move the calculator around. So I'm going to create a function called update calculator. And then I am going to say let me grab that. Yeah, I might just put that down as like 50. I just want to check this will render. Oh, no, I have... Oh! So I moved it into that code, but I'm not triggering it anywhere. So let's just put it in the level on timer. Okay, so we got it here. We can't do anything with it, but I want to be able to drag it around. So I need to remember the old mouse X, old mouse Y. And I can go when do I want control 1 mouse X. And then I can go condition. Let's put that all down there, and I'm just going to go if control 1 fire, or what is it? Okay, so there's no underscore there. I can go base step variable, which will be x, will be control 1 mouse x minus old mouse x. Oops, got the underscore in the wrong place. Let's try. And let's just see if we can drag it around. No, not. Oh, I know why. That's because the mouse is actually the other port. So if I do a replace, and let's go control 1 with 2. Oops. Try that again. No, okay, what am I missing? Maybe I should be using ActorX here, but let's mouse. Oh, because it's supposed to be control 2 fire. My find and replace didn't work because that variable name doesn't have an underscore. It probably should, but it's one of those things where if I change it now, it's going to break a whole bunch of legacy projects. Whoa. Okay, I've messed something up here. Okay, yep. So that needs to be calc x plus, because I need the old variable, because this is relative movement. This is not snap to the delta between frames. Yep. Okay. Well, now I know why that is. There are some issues here where, because I'm trying to draw it outside the screen, that's what's causing it to crash. So I do need to add some limits here. So I'm going to go. So yeah, so basically because it's trying to render it outside the screen, it's going to break, and I don't really have anything in the window to say to clip it like I do for actors. So I'm going to go constant calc width equals. Let me see. It's one. I think it's 144 by 192. Okay. And then I can just go if calc x less than 0, set calc x equals 0, else if calc x is greater than calc height, calc width, set calc. No, that greater than 320 minus calc width. So just go set calc width equals 320 minus calc width. That is. No, that should be calc x. And I'll do that for y. So that is our sanity check to make sure that we do not drag it outside the screen. This is, in fact, I should make this X-res and Y-res, just so whatever resolution it is, it doesn't matter. In future, I'll probably add something to, clip it if we draw the window outside the screen, but, oh, now that needs to be end, not end if. Why could I still drag it too low? Oh, that should be cool. Right. Try that again, and that should clamp it to the screen. Yep, okay. Well, that gives us our, that gives us our, draggable calculator, but it's obviously not good unless it's an actual calculator. So let's add we need to add a variable. And I'm going to call this, value. Is that going to interfere with an existing variable? Hopefully not. Let's make that a long variable because we want lots of numbers on it. We are going to make this a... So one thing I wanted to note, we've got separate lists of elements and options. I may combine them. I was thinking of combining them so that option was a type of element rather than having these two panels. I haven't quite decided on that yet. But anyway, back to value. Let's have a look. Do we want to pad zeros? We do want to pad zeros. Actually, do we want to pad zeros? And how many, what do we want to go up to? We'll say, we'll go up to the millions, I guess. What, millions or maybe 10 million? I guess 10 million will do. I'll just check that that actually renders. Yep. Okay, so that is, like, the font is a bit off, but that's okay. That doesn't matter too much. We've got our, we've got a calculator, we've got numbers on it. We need to make these buttons pushable, which is going to be the complicated thing. So I'm going to need to work out like a grid. Well, so I'm going to want let's add another condition, and I'm going to go if control to fire equals hit. And then this is going to become an else. So if we've just hit it, then we can push the button. Otherwise, we're dragging it. What we will need to do is calculate the about where in the grid we are. So see, I'll do this. I'll do this in Notepad. So I'm going to go variable word mouse button X, variable word mouse button Y. So first step is we want to calculate the relative position, or I actually click button X, click button Y. We're going to calculate the relative position of the mouse to the top left. Top left button. So I'm going to go set click button X equals control to mouse X. Actually, I'm gonna add a alias. I'm gonna add no, I won't worry about an alias. I was thinking of making it so that this I could just make this like MX or something, but having the full number is okay. So I want that minus the calc X. So I want to take it, make it relative to the calculator, but I also want to make it relative to the top left here. Now, if I turn off the grid, and let's say that's the top left, and that's 56. That's 56. Wait, no, that's the Y. So if I go set click button Y equals control to mouse Y minus 56. Minus Y minus 56, and then that one, I need to get the left side, and that's also 56. Okay, well that's perfectly aligned, and we want to work out the approximate button width. So oh, actually no, that's not right. I must have been looking at the wrong. No, I was looking at the wrong thing. That's 10. That is 10. So what? 33 minus 10. What? It's 33. I should have been able to do that in my head. So if we do that, if we go sorry, I just realized something that's going to be a bit of a pain, is that the I am going to make this a word value, which does drastically decrease the range of numbers. So that is why is that not okay, I'm just going to make it 4 digits. The reason is because the 68K processor by default, it doesn't allow you to do 32-bit multiplication, and I do need to be able to multiply here. So that is something that you can sort of solve by doing like loops of addition. But because I want to keep it nice and simple, this is just going to be word length, and actually I can make it 3 to 6, so I can at least get it up to 10,000. What I don't understand is why is it not recognizing that anything that's a word, it should not be able to go that high of a max value. That's a bug we'll have to look into elsewhere. But a word 32767 is the max number it can be. Oh, it's supposed to be value. Okay, so sorry about that distraction. So Oh, I didn't save that. Just... So we need to divide that by... Is it 33 in both directions? Might be more in this direction. I think it is. No, 30... Let me check those numbers again. So that one is 10. So that's 33 in one direction, and it looks like it's only 32 in the other. Oh, no, it is 33 in both. It's because I didn't have it. Yeah, resizing it was a bit weird. So, hopefully 33 in both directions will be close enough. And then I'm just going to go if click button Y 0. This will be top row. If click button X 0. So that I think is 7. So let's just see if we can get numbers in. So I'm gonna go set value equals value times 10 plus 7. So that will... Oh, actually, no. Yes, yes. So that will... Oops. Value for update calculator. Oh, I need to set default values for that. Yeah, I really need to have something built in so that if I don't have a value on a variable, it will just know not to or just to set it to 0. Next Lab says this interesting maths is going to be useful demo project. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so we've got one number. Oh, and of course it's going to screw up because of, number limitations. And let's do all the numbers. So what, 7, 8, 9? Don't really have a clear button there, do I? I'm just going to hack this together real quick because I do want there to be a clear button. Is that about aligned? I guess so. And then I'll turn that into a really bad looking C by just getting rid of this middle section. Hopefully it's clear enough that it's meant to be a C. Yeah, so the multiply by 10 is to basically just shove all of the numbers over by one digit and then add that to the end of it. Um, I'm also going to go if value greater than 99. So I'm just going to clamp it at 10,000. Okay, so we've got some buttons in for that row. We need some more rows. Oh, 4, 5, 6, obviously. 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3 as that row. Two, 3, and then we want 0. So is that okay? So 0 is the first button. So that's just times by 10. We don't need to add anything to it. And then the clear button is that one. Parser error. What happened? And where is end of that? I need to put something in so that it recognizes end if as a valid alternative using end. Now I have got too many. I don't need that one there. That will fix the fix that. Let's just see if we can enter the numbers. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Can I enter on the last? Oh, and I don't have my I don't have my calculator. Oh, that shouldn't be there. That should be in panels. Don't know why I've got it all over the place. What? Oh, change image. Have I? That. There we go. Okay. Now why did? Okay, so I made a mistake here, and that's supposed to be 2. That's supposed to be 2. 2, 2. It's looking better. So that should give me the full number range. Oh, have I got? Yeah, okay, and I've got clear. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Clear that. It's a little annoying with such a limited number range, but that's okay. Right. I guess we should work out how do we actually add some operations in here, because at the moment it's really just a It's just collecting numbers without doing anything with them. So that will be the, yeah, that will be the plus button. So we want to set the value back as 0. Set value to 0 so we can add a number. Oh, we probably want to track which last operation. So I'm going to go const last operation. Const add 0 const sub equals 1 const multiply equals 2 const divide equals 3, and then we want oh, why don't we have the value in here? I think we've got, yeah, let's move that into here. Running value. So that will be just sort of our running total. I'm going to add a new code block, which, so I've got update calculator. Let's recalculate. Let's edit that one as well. And okay, so if I go recalculate. So I'll go if I'll go value set value equals 0, and then so I just need to remember I need to clear that running value as well. If I clear that, should set it back to absolutely nothing. I should also set current operation equals none. So if I set clear, that basically resets it to the default state. Running calculation, I need to go if current operation equals none. And if current operation equals none, then I want to go set running value equals value. Oh, and where is equals? No, I don't want to set the value back to 0 if we hit equals. I don't want to set the value there to 0. Just want to state the running. Okay, so current operation equals none. I know I'm going to mess this up. I am going to need to rework this. Else if current add, then that should be set running value. set current operation equals add. Mixers Lab says, can you drag panels front of behind each other? Yeah, it's not well tested, but firstly, you can't have the same panel twice. So you can't have the same window twice. You need to have multiple window panels. So I could do like a copy of calculator, call it calculator 2 or something. So that's the first thing. The second thing is the order that they're displayed in is the order that you do the draw, the original draw, the original open window. So the last one you open should be the one on top. Cannot pass 0 for constant none. Oh, yeah, that's not going to work because no, I don't need none because that already equals 0 because I've got, I can use none as none means 0 in Scorpion Engine anyway, so that was just going to confuse it. Okay, so if I go, let's do it real simple. 1 plus 1 doesn't do anything. Okay, let's think through this. Recalculate. Oh, no, if I click equal, then I need to go set value equals running value. N plus 1 does not work. Plus 1. Okay, I got it. It's 2. Okay, I'm messing up somewhere. Start it again. So I've got 1. That's correct. And then 1. Have I... Oh, well, I didn't do recalculate for 1. Maybe that's why I didn't go so recalculate. Okay, 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay, well, let's plus 5. That should be 7. No, messed that up. That's plus 1 equals... Well, it's just adding itself to itself. 1 plus 1. 2 plus 4 would be 6. 8. What am I messing up? Oh, I probably want to set the current operation back to none. Okay, because that's adding itself to itself. Let's try that again. Okay, so if I go 1 plus 1 equals 2, plus 4, that should equal 6, plus, what do I want? Let's go plus 9, be what, 15? Yep. Okay, so that's working so far as being able to do simple addition. Let's add a, where's our subtract button? So that's after 3. Let's add that all in there. That'd be sub. So I'm going to do 5 plus 5. Yeah, 5. Oh, because I was dragging it, it was pushing the... Alright, so if I go 5 plus 5, 10, and then I subtract 4, 6. Okay, yeah. That... Oh, yeah, because I was dragging it on... I need to remember not to drag it on the numbers. And I might as well do the rest. Hi, Flibble, welcome. Where are we? Multiply. And a divide. Now, and where are those on the... Okay, so multiply is next to 6. And then divide is next to 2, I think. Okay, so let's do some let's clear it. Wonder yeah, okay, so there is an alignment issue. Yeah, I think it's all right, so I need to go if click button X and greater than 0, and click button Y is greater than equal to 0. Then we can divide that. We are making a calculator app. Make a note, make sure that the cursor is to the bottom left of the top, the bottom right of the top left. Let's do that again. Oops, unknown variable puts. Oh, that's something I also need to add, is so that it knows that you know, if I don't have yeah, if I go plus or minus or divide it, it should know that it means, add it to itself. Okay, now that's looking better. If I drag it up here, it's not triggering any of the buttons. Okay, so I'm going to go 8 times 8 equals 64. If I divide that by 4, 16. Yep. If I subtract 2 from that, that should be 14. Yeah, okay, so we have a working calculator that we can drag around screen. That's all I really wanted to do for the workshop. Might change the color of the text though. Just let's go to our default number font. I still need to set the default image application for being Pink Parrot Pro. Where is our default number font? And don't need that open anymore. Let's just grab that. Might as well use that same brighter color so it stands out a bit more from the LCD screen. Yep, okay. What should I... 100 times 2 plus 50. Divide by 2 is 125. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to do is just show, hey, we can use Scorpion to make windows that we can drag around, that we can put numbers on, that we can interact with. Right, well, I think I will leave it there. Thank you everyone for joining, and so sorry about I think it's been a month or more since my last episode of Scorpion TV. I will see who we can raid. Soon as there... Yeah, welcome, Mixel. I have forgotten where the raid button was. There we go. Okay, who are we following that is streaming? Okay, so Captain Clever is playing Haunted Lands All Challenge. I have no idea what that is, but it looks like a DOS game. So I'm gonna let's raid Captain Clever and um all right, we will raid now. Yeah, thanks again for watching, and hope to see you next week.